So, in true British fashion, as soon as it's sunny, I'm outside. And it was sunny, but now the sun's gone. Like, I'm doing a lot of videos in my garden, which makes me think that I should just do a whole chat with me in the garden series. The only thing is, I always get disturbed by like buzzing because there's a lot of bees and wasps at the minute, which freak me out. But I thought I'd just jump on here and do like a whole life update, like about me video, very casual. I'm like sat here with my iced coffee, so you will hear me gargling away because the mic is so close and I gargle really loudly and I don't mean to. So I'm hoping it's not going to be too loud. But for those that are new to my channel, I'm Maya. And those that know me, hey again. A lot has happened since I was like properly active on YouTube that I thought it would be a great chance to go through everything anyway and just give like a little overview of what's been going on in the last couple of years. So see the sun's back now. I actually have propped up the camera against my sun cream, which I should have put on before coming out here, but you know, it's fine. I'll just get burnt. You're just gradually watching this video me get more and more burnt. Starting at the beginning, I started YouTube and content creation because I absolutely love making content. And I went to film school, Met Film School in Ealing, which was a lot of fun. It's basically it's like uni, but filmmakers. Great experience. It was practical filmmaking, so I learned screenwriting, directing, editing, videography, lighting, costume design, producing, everything. And it just encouraged me to make more content while I was there, which I did quite a lot. And taking photos, like I was around a lot of creative people, which helps. Flash forward to now, I'm still around creative people, but less so. And I feel like I get so busy that I don't actually spend the time doing content creation for myself. So that's what I'm trying to do, like going through a whole journey of doing and starting up my YouTube again. In terms of now, so like I was at film school, I did a TV production internship straight out of film school, which was incredible. I got to work on Britain's Got Talent. I got to work on Alan Carr's Epic Game Show, as well as working with the post-production team for Naked TV, which basically covers Grand Design, Great British Railway Journeys. I think it's called something else, but I think that's right. And Escape to the Country, as well as like some other shows. I think they did the Rap Game as well, which was amazing. I thoroughly enjoyed the editing. The team there was so friendly. They were like became good friends and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And then straight as my internship was ending, I mean, there was a bit in between. I worked at Sainsbury's in between finishing uni and starting my internship because of COVID hitting. So COVID hit just after I had graduated. I had done like a couple short films, worked on, and I had started working at Sainsbury's. And my goal was to leave Sainsbury's and then do this internship, which then got pushed back because of COVID. So I ended up at Sainsbury's for a year and a half because of COVID. I think it was a year and a half, or almost a year and a half because of COVID, which was a whole experience that I'm not going to get back into. But those that worked in supermarkets during that time will understand. I was in a very small convenience store, so it was just a lot. And then because my internship was pushed back again, I was employed for Fremantle, who I was doing my internship with, as a office runner in the run-up to doing my internship, which I was very fortunate for. So I got to learn more and was part of the team before starting my internship, which was amazing. When I started my internship, obviously I was getting past different areas of TV production to experience it all, from, like I said, post-production to development to like actual production, like being on the productions. And during that I realised like it's definitely not for everyone. I didn't like the long days. It was like 12 to 15 hours depending on the show. Not supposed to be more than 12, but things happen. 12 to 15 hours a day, 6 days a week. You'd have 1 day rest, which I felt like it wasn't really rest. It was like washing your clothes, catching up a little bit on sleep, but you weren't doing anything in that day because you were too busy running around trying to sort everything out. And then back to it, and you could, like, being on your phone isn't professional, especially when you're like a runner. You don't have time to like FaceTime in the day or like call people. Some of the productions, like when I was doing Alan Carr's Epic Game Show, I was in Manchester for 3 weeks, I think. So I wasn't even close to anyone like back home. So I'm in Henley now, but I was living in Marlow, which is southeast England. Yeah, and yeah, I was just far away, and it just felt like, and I was in a relationship at the time with my partner who I'm with now, and it just felt like a long distance relationship, and it was just a bit too much. It just wasn't for me. I think it could definitely, like, I can see the benefits of it. You get to work with so many people, you get to meet so many people, work on loads of productions, travel. I think if I was single and wanted to travel and work, that would be my go-to. It was so much fun being on the shoots and stuff, but I'm more of a home bod, so I was missing home a lot. And then, so yeah, I was with my partner who I'm with now, and straight after my internship, I was offered a job as a social media manager for a small agency, like literally down the road from me in Marlow. So I thought, I'm going to take a break from TV, try something new, and sort of basically try everything out that interests me, so that then I can make a decision in the long run for what I want to do. And I had already started working in social media anyway, through doing sort of it as a side hustle, so like doing it for films that I was working on, and doing it for like construction business on the side of doing Sainsbury's, and like my internship briefly with my internship, I think. I can't remember, it's a while ago now. And so I took this job, and I loved social media management, like the idea of having a 9 to 5 instead of working 12 to 15-hour days, lush. And I was still getting the creative side that I loved from film school and from TV production, but in just a different space. Marketing has always interested me, and it was like my way in. And I've learned so much since then. After a year of being there, I was unfortunately made redundant as we merged with another company, and I then went into freelancing a little bit during the period of time between my last job and the job that I'm in now. And then I started at my agency that I work with now. Then, like, I think it was a month after I was made redundant, which was so lucky. But I've been there for over a year now. It's just crazy to say, the time has gone so quickly. But in agency, I got a lot of experience. In that time, I had like a month before I had been made redundant, I moved in with my boyfriend. So it was quite scary when I was made redundant. I was like, I actually have bills now, like proper bills. And living together a month in, having to be like, I don't have a job anymore. But everything was fine. So very thankful for that. Could have gone a whole nother way. My partner was very supportive. But yeah, it was just a spanner in the mix that didn't need to be there. And then in December last year, we ended up moving to Henley, which is where we are now. And it's so lovely. It's so quiet. I've been asked so many times if I want to be in London, and I just don't. I think there's a lot in London, but it's not affordable. And the people that I know there aren't always happiest. Like it's all about money to be able to survive. So yeah, I quite like seeing the stars at night as well, and breathing fresh air and green space. I love gardening. I have like a little bit of a green thumb. I've got my veggies planted. I'm growing potatoes. I like having that space. I feel like you can't get that for how much I'm earning in London anyway. And yeah, so I work in London, an agency in London, near Brixton, which is really cool because I absolutely love Brixton. I've always had a love for London, but it's quite nice visiting instead of it being that I'm living there. I'm trying to think if there's anything else to update really. There's a lot of other things that I guess bar the like career path that I'm doing. So I'm writing a book at the minute, which is based off of the short film that I made, which I'll link. I made that in uni, so it must be 6 years ago, I think, which is crazy. But I wrote it for my graduation piece so I made the short film, wrote the story for my graduation piece as a TV pilot. So I have a full TV Bible, everything. And then I've decided to write it into a book because I already have the story there, and I just would like to see it in a physical form, be out there in the world. And I feel like TV is so hard to break into as a new writer, and I don't even know where I would start. So I would rather go the book route and then hopefully in the long run end up having it adapted to TV or whatever. So that's my current project on the side. I just need to find the time to finish writing it, because I went through like such a process of being, yes, I'm writing this, and I've written half of the book so far, and then I need to write that other half. So it's just finding the time to do that. and being in that creative flow. But I'm definitely creating better habits to be able to do that as well. And then I am trying to prioritize making friends. I'm doing like a whole thing about being in your 20s and the hardships of being an adult. And making friends is one of them. And I feel like at the minute I'm trying to dedicate time to actually making friends through school and like uni. I don't feel like I put as much effort in as I could have to make lots of new friends, but I am going to do a video on that topic anyway, so stay tuned for that. Make sure you subscribe, because I will be sharing some of my thoughts and feelings around making friends as an adult and some of the ways that I am at the minute trying to make friends. It's so hard, but I'm 25, I'm mixed race, I'm Jamaican and British. I've been also spending time talking to my granddad about, so my mum's side is the Jamaican side, so I've been spending time with my granddad on that side, talking to him about his story, which I've absolutely loved listening to understand my heritage a bit more. Growing up in like nicer areas does mean it's also coincidentally not that diverse, and I feel like the exposure of being with people of other races and backgrounds I haven't experienced in the same way as some other people might have from different areas. Marlow and Henley are both quite white, conservative areas, which is fine. I love the areas anyway, but it just makes it harder to meet people that actually look like me or look like someone else basically. So yeah, that is part of the series that I want to explore. And I, in terms of health, have been getting better. There's a whole piece that I'm doing at the minute on my body confidence and body image, because I feel like the world is shifting and changing and there's so much to discuss there. And I've put on weight from when I was like a gym bunny, from when I was doing sports, from when I was absolutely obsessed, to now where I enjoy what I eat, and I probably don't prioritize my health as much as I should, but also want to like very curvy, and I want to embrace those curves and build that confidence again. So yeah, I'll be taking you guys along with me on that. But that was just like a brief update, I guess, life update. I'm very happy, which is always nice to say. My career is plodding along. I'm reading more. I do have some friends that I'm spending time with, and I'm just prioritizing myself a lot and my health alongside that, which I know, I just feel like I'm in a good place because I'm in the transitional period, but I'm really making efforts for the end goal. And what better way to end a video than with the sun shining? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was basically me rambling, but I will definitely have more structured videos going forward. It's kind of hard when it's a life update because I'm just talking about my life. But I hope to see you guys soon, and would love to hear and connect with you in the comments or on Instagram or TikTok, wherever you want to reach me. I am open. And I will see you in the next one. Make sure you're subscribed and have the bell button. That's a bell button that clicked, so then you see when I post. I've definitely got some interesting videos